And hello, everybody. We are Mike and Jennifer Wendland, and man, this is beautiful, huh?
It certainly is.
This is Ask Us Anything, and this tonight is all about finding freedom and fun with the RV travel lifestyle. And well, we thought we would just share with you sunset on one of our favorite places. Tell everybody where we are.
We are on the Emerald Coast.
On the Emerald Coast.
Okaloosa Island.
Okaloosa Island, Florida's panhandle, and it's sunset. That's the Gulf of Mexico behind us. We're right in front of the condo that we have down here. Our RV is parked in our spot, and we're going to let you in a little secret. October is the hands down best month to be in Florida, isn't it?
It's a very pleasant month.
There's no humidity. The temperature was about 80 today. It's cooling off a little bit right now, but it's just gorgeous. So let's go through and say hi to a whole bunch of you. A lot of you were welcome. Brian Fisher, Eric Miller was there, and Rhonda was with him. And hello Shirley, hello Judy, hello Oliver, Charles, Andy's there, Pam Morrison, Richard, and Richard Pura from, I believe, Marquette, Michigan. And I'm wondering if you and Colleen, you'll be with us.
Hopefully you'll be with us in January.
At our winter campout in Trough Falls. It won't look like this, but it's good. Hey, Phyllis is there. Hi, Phyllis. Thank you for being there. Phyllis is part of our team here at the RV Lifestyle, and she's also moderating. Sugar Plum in Jamaica. Hey, man. Well, you know what this kind of weather is like, right? And Dave is in Vermont. How are you, Dave? Tim Ty, the science guy. I like that. Chris Colley is here. Chris is with our RV Lifestyle team and does all of our blogs and videos and helps us with graphics, and it's awesome. So we're enjoying everybody. Milo's in West Texas.
You skipped over Shirley.
I did skip over. Where was Shirley? Oh,
right
hello,
up there.
Shirley. Shirley gave us some applause, I guess, and a smiley face. Sometimes it's hard to see here with the thing. So that's pretty good. Brent says, what speed do you travel going south down the freeway? I just made the south trip again and tried different speeds.
You're going a little too fast.
Yeah.
Gotta slow you down, boy. It drives so nice.
It does. This new Sprinter 2019, I have to watch it or I'm going 80 miles an hour.
And that's not good.
It's okay if I'm out west, but it's I have to really watch it. So
Better set cruise control.
I should. Most of the time, yeah, I do. It's got that interactive cruise control. You know, if somebody in front of you slows down or pulls out, it'll stop. It's really nice. It slows right down. But I probably average about 70 when I'm on the interstates, and I drive pretty much at the speed limit. And it's just, I was telling you just on this trip down that it's more comfortable driving that, isn't it?
It's comfortable riding in it.
Yeah, it is.
You did all the driving down.
I did. I actually like the driving. We have a car we keep down here in Florida, and I was driving it, went to church this morning, and I could hardly turn the steering wheel. I mean, I could turn it, but the power steering isn't nearly as good as that steer-by-wire on the 2019 Mercedes chassis. So that was great. Hi to John Young, who jumps in. Ethan says, hey to y'all. Mike and Renee Harwathi from our friends Harwani up in Troy, Michigan. Hey, Renee. They're Jeep folks. These guys live the Jeep lifestyle. So I don't know if you guys have a camper or not, Renee, but it's good to see you. Hi to Peter. William is in Albuquerque. Maureen is back. Spent some time in New York. Looking forward to updates. Thanks, Maureen. Glad to see you on. Tony in Jacksonville, Florida. Richard says, yep, we will see you in January. And while we have such beautiful weather, why don't you tell them about our winter campout at Trough Falls?
Okay, the second weekend in January, make your own reservation at Trough Falls State Park. And they plow out the spots. There is electricity, and there are outhouses. So
No smell, though, in the wintertime.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't go so far to say that.
Well,
all right.
Not as bad.
Not as bad.
Yeah.
But just make your own reservation and come join us. But let us know so that when we make dinner reservations, we know how many people to say approximately that are coming.
Now, we do have a winter campout to Quamanon Falls special closed group for those who are going. It's on Facebook. You can search the RV Lifestyle group on Facebook. Just find that group, and you can ask us then. We'll put you a link, and once you've made your reservations, you join that group, and we do all the communicating through there. But I talked to the folks at Quamanon Falls this week. We've got about 50 people coming already. We have the snowshoes reserved. They'll have snowshoes for us. We'll have
But
a
if you
guided
have
hike.
Snowshoes, bring them.
Yep, and some others. I see it's getting dark. I wonder how long we'll be able to keep this going today.
We're going to be standing here in the dark.
Let's show them this beautiful sunset. Okay, this is our beach. This is that beautiful white sand beach we keep telling you about. Why we keep coming down here to Okaloosa Island. And here, I don't want to knock my microphone over. There's the sunset.
We're going to blind them all.
Yeah, we'll blind you all, but it'll be nice. We'll show it later on.
We're going to be standing here in the dark in a few minutes.
We will. But I think this thing will keep going for a while. So anyway, that's our winter camp out. You make your own reservations. It's everybody pays for their own food. We chip in on the firewood, and we have a great time. And we hope that
you can bring your dogs,
yep.
cats if you want.
Cats if you want, the whole thing. So it's all great. Hi from Panama City Beach. That's that way from where we're standing right now. And you come on down, and they're just about 50 miles over in Panama City Beach from where we are here in the Panhandle, on the Emerald Coast, as they say. Kathleen Lawler, she's the other way. She's that way, and that is in San Diego, California. Hi to you, Kathleen. Brian says, cool. Beautiful day in Panama City. Well, it's here too. And Sherry must have just come in. Sherry, we are on the Emerald Coast in Florida. This is why we love the RV lifestyle. We just pick up and go, and we are down here pretty much through Thanksgiving, I think.
Yeah, well, we've got about 4 weeks they'll be down here.
We're going back and forth to football games.
In Georgia.
And this is where we were on, I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Probably not. You can't see it. Nope, I can't bring that over to the picture. I was going to show you a picture of my grandson's football team, but I can't easily bring that over right now. So we've been covering that. We go there every Friday. They're in Albany, Georgia, which is, I don't know,
about 4 hours away.
4-hour drive. But right now we're on Okaloosa Island, Fort Walton Beach, Florida. That's where we are. Hi, Ted is in Reno and jumps in. Albany, New York, where Colleen says fall is there. And good to see you guys again. Yeah, we're going to probably go, we'll be here next week as well. But then we're going to go on probably every other week schedule. Every other week we'll do a Ask Us Anything. And the week we don't do an Ask Us Anything, we'll have a Thursday video on the RV Lifestyle blog.
So you're going to cut back a little bit.
I'm going to try and cut back a little bit because, we got the blog, we got the newsletters. We're down here to do some research. We're going to be producing 2 books, travel guide books on Florida. And we'll have those out to you right after the holidays, so you got time to plan your trip to come and get warm in the summer. Or in the winter, rather. So I'm going to try and cut back a little bit. We'll see how that goes for a while.
Bet he doesn't.
I'm going to work on it. Yeah, I'm going to try.
The only thing that might stop you is because we got to do research.
We do. We have a lot of research that we have to do. All right. I want to build an RV. I need help. You're going to build one, you do need help. And I want to live on the road. Well,
good for you.
Yeah, good for you. Don't look at me. I can't help you. I can stay in one, but I sure wouldn't know how to build one. There are a lot of people out there who are doing conversion. Hey, would you all do us a favor right now, this part of the podcast, give us a thumbs up. Google somehow notices that when a lot of people give it a thumbs up, and it helps us in the rankings, helps people find us, and it helps people, I hope, subscribe to our RV Lifestyle channel right here. It's really important to have subscriptions to this, otherwise nobody ever sees our video. And the more subscribers and the better the algorithm finds, the more Google makes it easier to find us. So please, if you haven't already, subscribe, and also give us one of those thumbs up, if you will. That's a gorgeous sunset behind you.
It
Not
is.
going 80 unless you're in Montana. Yep, I like that out there. I do. But I'm amazed that I can go that fast in our RV. And
It
it's
is a
comfortable.
very smooth ride.
Yeah, it really does. Hello from Canada. Really appreciate your information about winterizing our van now and wondering how to manage RV withdrawal till the spring.
It is always the saddest day when you winterize your RV.
You know, it is in the sense that it makes it a little more difficult, but we camp in the winter, as we just told you about our one coming up in January. We use ours all the time, and we do winter it when we're up in northern climates. We'll get back about Thanksgiving, we'll winterize ours, and then we'll be down here in January again, and we'll unwinterize it, and we'll be here until probably it warms. So it's not that hard of a process, but use it. Come up to our winter camp out. You can use your camper. It's just like anything else, except when you flush the toilet, you flush it with antifreeze. And you bring your own water. You don't have running water, but you can do nice little short weekend trips in the winter, and you have your heater, right?
Plan your food, and you can make a 50-50 white vinegar and water, and wipe your dishes clean.
Yeah, that works out. That really works out great, and we just love camping in the winter. Brian says, "Too bad I missed you at the California Raceway." That was, gosh,
a couple weeks
our
ago.
schedule has been so insane.
You're not going someplace every week, every Saturday.
Every week we've been somewhere.
major.
I think that was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
wasn't
a couple weeks ago.
it? Yeah. Hey, the sun is gone. Let me
Hey.
show you. The sun has dropped, so that means it's going to get dark here. Can you see? That's where it was. The sun has set, but there's the beautiful Gulf of Mexico.
We're going to be standing here in the dark.
We are going to be standing here in the dark. We'll see how well this camera does in low light. And
I didn't even think to bring a light.
yeah. Phyllis says, "How are y'all hooked up there? Long electric cord." Pretty simple, really. I have this little device here. This is called the Stream Deck, and that is what I can show you things like if you want to find our Facebook group, you go there. I push that button right there. If you want to find our books, I can push that, and you can see where you can get all of our travel guides. So this is kind of like a little control center that I have. If you haven't followed us yet on Instagram, there's how you can follow us on Instagram, and it'll also do videos and all that stuff. So I have that, and I am using the this is the Verizon Jetpack for my internet connection, and I have an external mic, and my you can't see it because it's shooting, and it's the camera in my MacBook Pro. So that's the gear I have. And
Technology. This is great.
When I did live shots on TV, I used to have a satellite. We used to have to have
I'm afraid that's going to fall in the sand.
Yeah.
I don't think that'd be good for it.
No, it wouldn't. We used to have a satellite truck. We used to have, have the big mast that went up, and oh my gosh, it was crazy. So you can see people walking past. A lot of them have been down here every week. They come night and watch the sunset. There was even a little applause I heard down there. I don't know if anybody picked that up. For you just tuning in, we thought we'd give you a view of where we're going to be spending the next month, and we are right on the beach. I actually spent 2 hours of beach time today while you were doing laundry. You went to the gym. Yeah, I should have known that, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So there we go. So Phyllis wants to make sure everybody hears that it's not going to be every Sunday night going forward, unless we get this huge outcry, which I think most of you will give me a break, We're going to do it every other week.
Stand it.
We will be here next week, and then we'll get on this schedule. I will not have a Thursday video this week. It's going to be hard, though. It's going to be hard.
I don't think you can do it.
I'm not going to have a Thursday video, but we'll have an Ask Us Anything next Sunday, and then that'll be our video for next week, and then there'll be no Ask Us Anything the week after that, and then there'll be a Thursday video following it. So we're going to alternate back. Thursday nights, Thursday videos, and Sunday night Ask Us Anything. Hope that makes sense to you all. Shortly after getting a used 2015 Winnebago View, says Sailorman76, we learned that 2200 RPM is best for fuel economy in a Sprinter. That's 60 miles an hour, and that's what cruise at to get at 16.5. Well, Sailorman, that's probably fine if you're on back roads. Don't do that on the interstate. I mean, you would be a traffic hazard at 60 miles an hour on the interstate. You need to ride as close as you can to the speed limit. Most people drive over the speed limit, but I try and keep mine at 70. And I get, so just coming down from Michigan to Georgia and then to Florida, we got between 14 and a half and 15 and a half miles per gallon. And that's going the speed limit. For an extra mile or so a gallon, I'm more than happy not to be a traffic hazard out there. And I'm not that, what's a mile per gallon? Hi from Maryland. Great to see you both online. Looking good. Where's Bo? Bo is up in our condo.
Bo can't come to the beach.
Can I show him the condo? Yeah,
I
I'm always
just watched this control.
Oh, watch the microphone.
You're gonna knock something
All right,
over
here's
yet.
the condo. Our building is right there. That's our condo. Okay. And we have 2 balconies. We're actually on the side of the building, but both of them have views of this.
We have
of the Gulf of Mexico.
Dogs aren't allowed on the beach here.
Yeah, that's the only reason we think maybe we'll sell the condo, because they don't let you take dogs on the beach. They do on South Walton County Beach, which is just down the ways a bit. But
So that's
it's a big
thing to us, because Bo's not like some little dog that's like a cat, that might sleep a lot. He is so full of energy right now. As soon as we get off the air, we're going to the dog park.
Yeah.
And I hope there are some nice dogs there.
Yep. And it looks like we'll have to go off sooner rather than later, because it is definitely going to get dark. I can see.
We better answer questions.
Yeah. All right. Back to your question. Let's see. Where are we here? I know a lot of you saying hi and giving us thumbs up, and I thank you all for that. And we really, really do appreciate that. How do you share this? Shirley says, so others can see now. Well, I don't have YouTube up, but there should be a little share button there, and then you can just go post it. Maybe Phyllis will tell you how to do that. She's our social media director. Oh, she's already saying. If you're on mobile watching, you have to X out the chat, and then you can see the thumbs up icon. Oh, that's that part. Okay. Edward Varga, finally able to get on. Guess you guys are enjoying the warm weather. Gorgeous day today.
No swimming though. A lot of waves.
Yeah, can you see how big those waves are? They're like little rollers. They almost look, well, it's calmed down now. I've never
They
seen
were
them.
huge.
That was part of the aftermath and the back end of Tropical Storm Nestor that just went through. Big rollers, and they had no swimming signs out yesterday and today down here.
And every time I see those huge big waves, I think of Lake Superior.
Yeah. Carmine says, just went to our first show in Elkhart. Yeah, you were at the Elkhart Hall of Fame Museum, that new rally part where they had the first show there. She says, you have planted a seed and it's growing.
It is so much fun.
It is.
Do it sooner rather than later, because we would have been on the road a couple years sooner if I had listened to you.
We kind of changed the little slogan for all of our work here, and because we're not experts, but we like to think we're guides. We can kind of point you to experts or point you to the right info and share. Just the freedom, that's a word we hear over and over when we ask people, what does RVing mean to you? And they say freedom and fun. So we're here to share the freedom and fun of RV travel. And
I got to tell everybody, even Bo, he's got terrified because one of our RVs had a freezer door that came open and things came falling down. Terrified him. And cushions used to slide off once in a while. Dog lives in fear.
He does.
But he's reached the point now, he's almost 4, that he sits outside the RV in our driveway. He wants to go.
Whenever we're going to be, he does not want us leaving.
He does not want us to leave him. We are not to leave that house without him.
Yeah, he does. Matt says, hi from Michigan, currently boondocking in Barnegat, New York, living in the Edge. That's the name of their RV, a 2019 Heartland Edge. I'll be in Florida when you people are at Tequamanon Falls. Well, we'll be back to Florida right after Tequamanon Falls. We come down for the Tampa RV show in January.
We have to let the Norwegian Elkhorn have some snow.
They do. All right, I'm kind of rushing through here because I really do see it's dark. Bill, I get this question a lot. Do you still use your ham radios much on the road? Has it ever been practically useful or mostly fun and keeping your skills sharp?
The only time you've ever really used it is when we were helping out with a sled dog race.
Yeah.
In Minnesota.
And that was like years ago. We volunteered and used it. There was a group of ham radio operators that coordinating a sled dog race up in northern Minnesota on the Superior Shore, North Superior Shore. But it's just not useful. There's nobody on. It makes a lot of noise. Jennifer doesn't particularly like the noise as we're driving, and I don't even have it installed in my RV. I do have a couple of handy talkies, and I suppose I can stand up on the roof and find a repeater someplace with them. I do have a small portable battery-powered high-frequency rig that's long distance, but I don't even carry that anymore. It's fun, and I like to keep my ham radio skills sharp, but I have said before, what I really want in my RV is a CB radio. That is useful, at least in those traffic jams, and you can communicate with the truckers. The challenge is finding a ground plane and being able to mount a CB antenna in the RV, and there just aren't. I'm not trusted to drill holes, right?
No.
See?
You're not allowed.
But
I hope they all don't get mad at me.
No.
But if anybody who knows you knows that you're swapping things out about once a month.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
We'd
we
have
are
a
always
little-
installing stuff, taking them out.
We'd have holes all over the place.
I've got pretty much just about tapped up all my room between solar and all my antennas, other stuff on the roof. But I'm looking for a CB shop, and I'm going to see how reasonable that is to do. But back to your question, Bill, ham radio, I just have not, in almost 8 years, have found of no use, no practical use. Fun, yes, yeah. But
You love it.
I do love it. I've been in ham radio since I was a little kid, but doesn't work. All right, let's finish what we've got. I'm gonna go down and look for questions. Lots of you saying hi, and I do really appreciate it. What do you think of the Jayco bumper pull? Want to buy a trailer soon? I'm not familiar with. I mean, Jayco's got a gazillion trailers, towables. I see them all over the road. We don't tow, and so I can't really answer much except that it certainly is a popular brand. And
What brand does our son have? His towable.
his is not. I don't know. Maybe it's a Jayco company because they make like 400 different names for their brands. I don't know. Spring something, I think. I don't know. He's got a towable.
We need to find that out.
Yeah. I think his. I don't know. I don't know what his is. Just joined, says Chief Hayes, but was wondering what camera you use to shoot these live sessions, and then handheld you use. What edit equipment? Well, this is shot strictly with my with the camera on my MacBook Pro. It's a pretty good quality camera. I do use an external mic. We have found that helps. And Jennifer's kind of got a quiet voice, so it helps pick her up. And for handheld, I should probably use the stabilizer. I don't. It's just
I could not believe your Mackinac Island, how stable that was with you just holding that
on the
your
bike,
phone, riding the bike.
Now, I'll tell you, the camera that has blown me away is the new iPhone Max 11. This is it. Can you see all those cameras there? Let me see if I can get them up there. It's got the three. This thing just takes absolutely stunning. My whole Mackinac Island video, if you look at here on YouTube, I shot that on here. I didn't even use an external mic.
Because he wasn't going to make a video.
No.
And so you didn't take your big camera because you weren't going to do a video. Then we were mad at ourselves because we didn't show our granddaughter Wawa and me and the two dogs in the back seat. Because we think our Bo is cute and their Mickey is really cute.
We dropped the dogs off at a sitter, and
yeah, we had to drive the dogs to the sitter.
You can see the video. Their dog barfed all over a car, and I didn't have video of it.
Well, we didn't need to show the barfing, but everybody in the back seat was pretty cute.
But my normal camera that I use is a Canon what is it? An M5, M50, EOS M50, and I use that with I don't use the kit lens. I use a real wide-angle lens, and I use that for most of my vlogging, and it does a great job. But I don't use the stabilizer. I know a lot of these guys do, but it's a big stick. It's something else you got to charge. It makes it. You have to be much more intentional about what you shoot, and I often will just find stuff and take pictures of them. So, that's what I use. Starting to get cold, says Nick, up in Toronto. Can't wait to go RVing in the spring.
Oh, that's such a long time to wait till spring.
Yeah.
I hope you can go RVing before spring.
Try winter camping. Looking forward to your Florida book. Heading to Florida for our first time extended stay in the Winnebago Fuse, 20 feet. That's a nice unit you got there, Peter. Yeah, we hope to have those books out, Christmas time, New Year's, right in there.
We got to get to work.
We're going to do one guide on the East Coast, the Atlantic side, and probably Orlando, and then we will do a second guide that will start by Pensacola here on the Panhandle, on the West Panhandle, and come all the way down the Panhandle and go down the Gulf Coast. down to Naples, Marco Island area. So we should have 2 of them. We'll have 7 stops at each of them and lots of suggested stuff, and we hope to get those out to join the 5 other books that we already have. And if you've not seen any of our travel guides, there's a link, and you can go look and see what we have. We have 5 of them out now. Do you have an emergency satellite radio? I've seen people use them for RVing in remote areas. I do, actually. I've never activated it. It's in a box in the unit, and actually Josh gave us a Christmas gift, and I thought, well, this is great. We really need one of these, and I am going to have to get that activated. But I do have it, have not set it up yet, and that's going to go on my bucket list.
I hope Josh doesn't hear this.
Yeah.
He won't have to get you a present this year, because kind of...
Don't tell him that. Overall vehicle weight and how close do you track the weight of the vehicle? Does it cause you to leave things behind? Good question. I forget what it is. We have quite a bit of extra weight we can take in the unit we have, but I'm going to answer that for everybody. You should certainly be aware of how much weight after the occupants on the little sticker in your door. How much extra weight, not counting counting the operators. When you get the operators, how much weight for water? Water's it costs a lot or weighs a lot. And then gear. And try and plan accordingly. You should not be overweight. It makes it hard to stop and harder to control.
And if possible, don't carry water. Just a little bit of water that you need. Get water when you get there, if you can, for gas mileage and everything.
Yeah, we've definitely noticed that. So I'm not really worried about it. I know most people suggest that you have it weighed. Just go to one of those cat scales on the freeway, weigh it, so you can see what it weighs with what you normally carry. Some people say they're very surprised. They find they're way over. I've not heard that on the units that we have. But it isn't a big concern of mine, because I know we don't go anywhere over that. We don't really carry a lot with us anymore. Probably the most thing we carry is bottled water. We like
a little bit, not that
water.
much.
Yeah, I mean, what does a case of that cost?
Wait.
And our clothes is minimal. Groceries, not that much. Bo is 65 pounds. And
now Bo's food.
Yeah, Bo's food. His food weighs 20 pounds. So, but we're not overly worried about it. So. But you want to be aware of it, and then check it from time to time, if that makes sense. For a ACB, we used contact cement on a fiberglass bed cover, and then used a magnet mount. No drilling of holes. Yeah, you could actually use. You put some aluminum or some metal down as a little plate. I know people do that. Then you got to bring the antenna in through the door, and I don't like doing that either. Would like to have. I'll figure it out. If I do CB, it's not at the top of my list, but everybody asks me about it every week. So.
But thank you for your suggestion to everybody.
Oh, Lawrence, I forgot about that. I could do that. When you're camping without towing a car, is it a pain to unlock your RV when you want to go out? Unhook your RV.
It's not that bad. For us, we try not to bring everything that we own with us. You just, number one, when you use something, you put it back. Use something, put it back. You don't leave things sitting out all over the place.
I don't. The RV. Yeah, so when you take off, things aren't falling down.
Yeah, so that things aren't falling all over the place. I don't think it's that bad.
Most of the time we boondock, so we have nothing plugged in. So we just take off. If we're at a park,
we don't have to plug in.
If we're at a park, I unhook the electric. Throw that in a case.
Yeah, we don't leave our electric cord out there. You never know if somebody's going to help themselves.
And same with the hose. If I'm hooked up to water, but most of the time we're not even hooked up to anything. So it's just starting it up and leaving. Or in our case, maybe we'll take we have the automatic leveling jacks on ours, and we'll pull those up. And we have a little slide, for the bedroom. We'll have to pull that in. That takes, to do both of those, all of about 2 minutes, if that.
It is a little extra work.
It is, but it's so much less work than towing a car,
Depends on how much they want to go here, there, and the other place, and if they're in a big city or if they're out west where they've got all kinds of room.
Big city would make
little car. Yeah. Oh, Ubers. I was listening to something on the radio today about Uber drivers
Just
and
having-
Lyft, and how people are going to be using that more and more.
Yeah, just have them come and pick you up at the campground.
You know, rather than having a car,
Yeah.
all these
Yeah.
options.
Yeah, it's
Even with Rover, the dog sitting service, they'll often come to wherever you are and pick up your dog and take it with them.
I'm wondering if I'm getting
Uh-oh.
salt spray on the camera. It almost,
Oh, dear.
I can't tell if I don't have glasses.
We're getting kind of foggy, aren't we?
I don't know if it's getting foggy or if it's me.
I think we are a little foggy. We might have salts everywhere. Get your hair down here gets all frizzy.
CB Radio Shop well, I'm in. That's like 1,000 miles away, Ray. So I'm
But
not
on our way
driving-
home, and we're all over the place.
We do drive I-65.
Right, we drive it all the time.
We drive that going north, so I will remember
You better
that.
remember that, yeah.
Seymour, Indiana at I-65.
How are we
Gotta
going to
figure out-
remember that?
Well, Seymour.
I don't even
it'll
have a
stay on.
pen so that I could write it on my arm or something.
It will stay on the thing. All right, Ray, thank you. But we do go I-65 often. In fact, we'll be going that way in November.
It might catch on writing something like that.
Oh my gosh, look at that sky.
Ooh,
Let's see
is
if we
it
can show you the
pretty?
sky here. Look, is it going to show? Is it going to be all...
Can you get it?
I'm trying to... There you
so.
go. Can you see how that's all...
Oh, is it showing?
It's kind of showing. The camera's trying to adjust to it, but it's this gorgeous orange sunset we had tonight.
That is, I mean, it's not doing it justice. That is beautiful.
Bill met us at the Hershey show in September, and he just purchased a Renegade Vienna. Let's have
All
an
right.
applause for Bill.
Good job.
Congratulations, Bill. Enjoy it.
Yes.
Let's see. George Harding, have you upgraded your radio in the RV? I have a 2019 LTV coach and find the multiple radio speakers sound like a single speaker. No,
We haven't had time.
Well, we do. I listen to the radio all the time. I listen to podcasts through the radio signal. I listen to Sirius FM on it, you know, or Sirius Radio, Sirius Satellite Radio. I think the sound is awesome. On
Talking
that
about the
radio.
other radio?
No, he's talking about the radio. And our 2019 LTV Unity, I think it's the best radio system I've ever had. I love the sound, and I would never think of changing anything on it. In fact, I don't think I could ever go back to one without that sound system, because it is really, I just think it is awesome. Just does a great job.
Well, if you ever run out of things to add, I bet you would like it. You probably can hear it better, more speakers.
No, I do have more speakers.
As
He says that it has too many speakers.
Oh.
And it doesn't sound, I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
But it
I don't
sounds,
know.
sounds great to me. Karen, what's the name of the bedding you used to use in the road trek, and did you use some type of thin padding? I think you're talking about our RV super bags.
Yes, the super bags. We still have. We were talking last night about maybe with winter coming that we'd get our super bag, our king size
one?
super bag back out, because one side, you put that side up, it's thick. That's for winter. If you flip it over, it's a little side, and that's for the warmer weather. Why I kind of gave up using it is that Bo has started jumping in bed with us, and he starts out not being obnoxious.
He sleeps like a sled dog.
He
in a little
sleeps like
circle,
another
you know?
person between us, and then in a little bit he's making the letter H.
Yeah.
I'm getting pushed out of the bed, and
I'm getting pushed out.
there's no covers.
It's pretty good. Edward Varga, do you ever use composting toilets? Thoughts? No, we don't.
People love them.
Not us. I mean,
I
I've
we go
heard-
back to when we had the pop-up camper, and we had
That was the
little.
portable
I
pod.
know, but
that's so different.
I know
than
it's
that.
different. I know it's different,
like,
but you still have memories of that.
yeah,
We
the
threatened
closest
everybody
to-
if they were not to use that.
That would be like a cassette toilet.
I know.
We don't do those either. I'm happy with what we've had in all of ours for 8 years, and have no idea, no desire. For
I'm sure that's the
composting.
future.
Yeah, it probably is. I know it is in other parts of the country, and when it becomes, a regular option that the manufacturers put into them, I think I would consider one then, but I wouldn't think of doing it third party. I've heard a lot of horror stories about that. Boy, it is getting dark fast. isn't it?
Well, really red over there. It's getting crimson.
Yeah, people are noticing the colors are getting pixelated, so it's getting dark.
It might
And
be quitting time.
Yeah, I think it is quitting time. Okay, and a couple other people have noticed it. So there we go. So the light is gone. It's the sunset shortly after we came on, and we.
Well, you
have
got
hung
half an
here for
hour
a
in.
while. We got half an hour. Maybe we stand back here. It's not so. Hey, look.
Is that-
You're actually blocking. No. Where's the light? I don't know. I can't figure it out.
I don't know.
Shirley says, go inside. Salt air gets bad, damp in the evening, take a picture with your phone of the sunset. Got to go now. Bye. Well, I think everybody likes seeing that sunset. I'm going to try and do these.
He was so excited about the beach.
I'm going to do these outside as much as we can.
It's going to be.
All right.
Days
well,
are
it is
getting shorter,
dark.
boy.
I can see it getting pixelated right here.
Yep.
So we want to thank you guys for being with us, and please again do us that favor and subscribe to the RV Lifestyle channel. We love hearing from you. We love your questions. Once again, we want to get everybody to know we're on Instagram. There's where you can find us on Instagram. Please join us up there, Road Trekking Mike on Instagram. Our Facebook community, just go to that address, join us on Facebook. And those are the books that we were talking about. So.
And oh boy, now we're off to the dog park.
Yep, we are.
We were there yesterday, and there weren't any other dogs there.
We are.
Bo was really disappointed. Hopefully, nice dogs.
Yep. So thank you guys so much for being with us, and we hope to see you guys down the road. I got to make sure I got the right end here. I can't.
Here, where are my glasses? You want my glasses?
No, I think I'm good. I'm just trying to figure it out. All right, I'm going to say goodbye, and we'll see you next week on Sunday night, same time, and then we'll go to our every other week schedule.
I know there's other people out there that share their glasses.
Yep, they're right. Bye-bye.